Okay, November was self-care month, module 3, and we're going to talk about zipping. And I have here with me Debbie Nevison, who's been in OT for how long, Debbie?
Gosh, 23 years, 24 years, somewhere around.
She's just old. Okay, anyways, go ahead, Deb.
So we're here today to show you guys some adaptive ways to help teach our younger students how to zip. So I have here a zipper coat with me. I have it in my lap because not all kids can practice zipping on their bodies. It's a little bit more difficult. So something to keep in mind when you are buying a coat is notice the double zipper on here. This isn't actually a more difficult coat to learn to zip on. So this is something to avoid buying for a youngster. Sometimes the zipper tabs are large and that is easier for them to grasp. Some coats have this crazy material piece over and the flap behind. So these all add to the difficulty when maneuvering to try to learn to zip. So these are just some things to keep in mind, and also make sure that the coat fits around the waist nicely on the student. If it's too tight or too bulky, they'll have a hard time stabilizing it while they're trying to engage the zipper.
So to recap, you want to avoid zipper coats that have two zippers because it's confusing.
It's just confusing and it's more difficult.
And if you can find a coat where that tooth might be pronounced.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the extra flaps and the extra, or the reversible coats, or the coats with the inside piece that comes out. Those are just makes it more complicated.
So it's not always the child that can't zip is having the problem. It might be the coat itself is the barrier.
Correct.
So just something to keep in mind.
Correct, yeah.
Also, Debbie has her back supported up against the wall, because for a kid, when they're focused so heavily looking down, they can become off balance. And also, this is a fatiguing position when you're spending an extensive amount of time trying to navigate zipping. So just something else to keep in mind.
And so before we start, some coats come with little zipper pulls on there. This one isn't really a great one, so I'm going to take it off. You can find even just extra key loops. These are the ones that just pop open. If I can get this one to pop open. All right, maybe that one's not going to pop open. But different sizes that snap. And then here's another type of zipper pull that I'm going to put this one on because it gives the kids a little bit more area to grip when they're pulling. So this is just an adaptive zipper pull that you can add to a coat, but a key ring is also an easy way to add one as well. So I have a little story that I like to talk to kids about to make zipping interesting, because you have to have good visual attention to zip a coat properly. So I like to tell the story of a little train hiding in your coat, and I say, do you know there's a little train hiding in your coat? And
Ooh,
kids
see the little
don't like trains, right? So I say, well, what color is your train? So even if you have this material in a way, you have to peel it back to see this teeny little train hiding there. And I'll say, oh, what color is your train? Mine's brown. And we'll go around and we'll find our little train. And then I'll have the kids feel the zipper, and I'll say, oh, feel that bumpy zipper. It's like a train track. And then we talk about the zipper tab itself and how it looks like a little train tunnel. And we talk about the tiny little train tunnel, and that we have to start with our zipper tab all the way at the bottom of the hill. So to make sure that zipper is all the way down, because that is a common mistake that kids have trouble zipping when that's not correctly in the starting position. And then we talk about just literally kind of driving that train down that track. Can I even make the sound? Choo choo. And we talk about being a good conductor, and we have to park that train all the way into the tunnel and push and make sure it's all the way in, and hang on tight and don't let go before you pull that coat up.
Ooh, Miss Debbie, you did such a beautiful job. And with those beautiful nails.
Thank you.